Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. So when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Golden Gophers will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, Oh, he's got some space. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
The give to the back. Shoots his way for more.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He's got the back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the back. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To the air on first down. Spits it out to the back. It's complete to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
3rd inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
The Golden Gophers will try to pick it up on 4th down. He might want another play. Motion from the back. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The give to the tailback. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed well.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
It's now second and goal.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Direct snap. He's moving out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not one, not two, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
Give to the single back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man all by himself. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Gets the back moving. They'll run play action. Buys a little time with his feet. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you gotta secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds a man on the right. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tide.
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Firing to the right, complete. Ripping through the defense. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times we'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, you can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Golden Gophers are threatening on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. From the gun, the ground game. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Using the quick game. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Here's the pressure. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Third down coming after the incompletion. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Fires downfield. Working the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll try the outside to the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Lindsey. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Snagged out of the air. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bama.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, What adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. It's caught. At the 35, he's open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They'll keep it on the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Found the seam on the left. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds the tight end. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Buying some time. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Might be calling a hot route. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it! And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
I love that play call. Quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Sends it back in motion. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Minnesota! And that one will pull up here in the second half.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set him up for the
tunnel in the third quarter. This quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Back open in the middle. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. That Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll give it to the back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Alabama will get the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Oh, they're after him. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, baby.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that 1st down marker. 4th down coming. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that? Boom. I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Things have not gone the way they'd planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Fires left. He's got it. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Trying to get rid of it.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Got his man. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Catch in the middle. It's Lindsey. At the 40, there he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Power football with the run. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Alabama! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the 1st down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. On target. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Might be changing the route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. Defense has it. They're on the move. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lindsey. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Takes the handoff. It's Lindsey. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Creates a little room. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
He'll set up to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
I like the decision right there. You're winning by 1. You're trying to go for 2 to make this a field goal game. Even if you kick the extra point, the other team kicks a field goal and they still got the lead. That was the right decision, just couldn't execute.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Making side adjustments here. To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the right. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And the Golden Gophers will try to run out the clock in the final minute. They go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And now on 3rd down after that last run. It's a draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think these draw plays are a little bit more predictable when it's 3rd and more manageable as opposed to 3rd and long. You could tell defense did a great job understanding the situation, rushing the quarterback, but knowing that run could be an option, and they shut it down.
I know I've never seen this before. The punt team on the field in the red zone. They're in scoring position. I mean, trick play's coming, right? They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback.